What did you like a lot that was later discontinued? There used to be a sub-brand of chips called Rave and they put a lot of flavoring on them, which is a pretty good gimmick for chips in my option. Significantly better than the current gimmick of chips that make you die or be miserable like we have now. Anyways, they had a buffalo wings flavor of Rave chips and they were the best thing ever. I miss them often and I've bought every buffalo chip I've seen since and none can even hold a candle. I ate them constant as a kid, but I would have eaten even more if I'd known. Nugety, or something like that. It was a ramen noodle dish I used to eat as a kid, and I swear it tasted so amazing. My husband later said it was probably just because I was so hungry as a kid that it seemed that way. When I tried to find it again, it was like it never even existed, which led my husband to joke that I was so hungry I hallucinated the whole thing. Luckily, I have my sister to back up my story, lol. Back when I was younger and worked out 5 days a week, the original version of Jack 3D ... a pre-workout supplement. That original formula got banned because if abused it was pretty dangerous. But yeah, when people would talk about feeling the pump, this was the epitome of that. Obviously, that version of Jack 3D was rightfully banned. But yeah ... Anybody that remembers that stuff that worked out can tell you. There's some frozen food brand that I think had a graphic similar to Marie Callender's. They made a product that was like pizza rolls, but with buffalo chicken. It was delicious and quickly disappeared from the freezer aisles because I guess I was the only one into it. Also, a NYC area ice cream brand did a sweet corn and blackberry preserves flavor that I only got to experience for a single summer. Watermelon flavored fruit gushers. I think they still technically make the watermelon flavor, but now it only comes in a variety pack. Watermelon is literally the only fruit gusher flavor that I like. So it's not like I'm going to buy a package just to throw 80 of them away for being the wrong flavor. It's been close to 15 years since I'd had a watermelon gusher and my heart hurts. Charlotte Tilbury's Scent of a Dream perfume. Got a big bottle that lasted me a good while. Went to replace it recently and found out it's been discontinued recently, and instead there's a new range of perfumes being released. I'm really picky about perfume, so was fairly devastated even though it's a non-essential buy. Plain new scents aren't great, so back to the drawing board I go. They used to have that Walmart brand of those drink mix packets, add to a bottle of water type packets. I loved this limeade flavor. Friggin' loved it. They don't have that flavor anymore. Hanaim's place have nasty ones like cantaloupe or mango watermelon or something weird. I just want lime. It was always popular and sold out fast and they replaced it with crap. Raid Liquid Art Bait Killer. I think it's discontinued at least. Used to come in a red bottle. Orange liquid. 1 or 2 drops and within an hour or two those little fuckers would be swarming. Then a couple days later there wouldn't be an ant in sight. Now anything I buy they don't seem to give a damn about and I can't get rid of them this year. New York Seltzer. My drink of choice when I was the designated driver. I know this is niche, but some genuine with laws such as Ozark Mountain Nice People, Pose, and Lyman laws. The first two were bought out by bigger companies, and the latter switched to plastic. They just aren't as good anymore. I know, first world problems. 2 Altoids flavors. 1. Licorice. 2. Dark chocolate coated peppermint. An amazing Neutrogena exfoliant that had this mushroom extract stuff. It left the shelves decades ago, but I still miss it. Lots of things from Trader Joe's, especially the arrabbiata sauce, freeze-dried fig slices, chocolate chip dunkers, and chocolate hummus. Kiwi berry ruckus from the 90s Fruitopia drink line. I haven't had a juice drink like that since at least 2005. But I feel like getting a thimbleful of some of that original formula would either recharge my heart like a car battery or end me instantly. The old Hot Topic eyeliner. I think it was the brown Skull Candy. It was so smooth and such a deep black. It felt so wonderful to use and came off easily with just soap and water. It was so good for years, and then they changed the formula and have since discontinued the product line entirely. I miss that eyeliner so much. Bubble Yum had a bubblegum ice cream sold at Walmart. There's similar bubblegum ice creams now. I swear that one was everything. Tasted exactly like Bubble Yum, had blue and pink little gums inside with light pink ice cream. It was beautiful, and that's where my love for light blue and light pink going together started. Waffle crisp cereal. This was a staple for my childhood, and I was so sad it was gone. Yes, it is now back, but definitely doesn't taste the same. Also MCD's snack wraps, specifically the ranch grilled chicken ones, and lastly, the baked half chicken at Texas Roadhouse. That was the only thing worth getting on the menu. DK's spicy CA chicken sandwich was incredible. Definitely the best fast food chicken sandwich. It was the perfect blend of spicy and sweet, but apparently they were a pain in the ass for employees to make since they were hand-breaded and took longer to make. I hope they'll occasionally make a comeback like the McRib. Blueberry pie Oreos. One day my coworker brought a pack. Me and another person started itching for them, and we started just hunting them down from all sorts of places. One day I hope Oreo brings them back as a permanent flavor. It's been like 7 years, and I still am craving them. Please Oreo, please. ADG Profumo. The strong original mix that you could spray on a sweater, and at the end of the week you pick it up, and can still smell it perfectly on clothing. I have a couple bottles of the redone scent that's much weaker, and now they discontinued it altogether. Sad realization when that happened. Fred Meyer used to carry this Chipotle Tomatillo salsa. It was from their private selection store brand. It was my favorite salsa. Smoky, bright, tangy, and the right amount of heat that anyone will eat it. They quit carrying it a few years ago. I have yet to find a good replacement. Quiznos steak and mushroom sub on garlic bread, actually. Quiznos in general. They discontinued a lot of quality and have nearly disappeared as a result. I only know 3 locations, and it has been a few years since I was at any of them. They may all be gone now. Trader Joe's is notorious for having products for a while and then cancelling them. I understand they can't keep everything around and rotate them for novelty. At Damn, they made the best vegan chicken broth herb mixture, and I haven't found anything like it since. The iPod Classic. Used to be I had to carry around 2 devices, one for phone, internet, and one for music. Now I have to carry around upwards of 3 devices, one for phone, internet, music, and at least 2 others to keep the first one charged. Big improvement. About a decade ago, Trader Joe's used to carry frozen chimichangas in a brown wrapper, but unfortunately, they were discontinued at some point. Now, every time I go to Trader Joe's, I gaze longingly at the frozen foods, hoping to see them return one day. So sad. ROC Chronoblock sunscreen. It was discontinued some 20 years ago. I had to order the last 6 bottles at a pharmacy in Ireland. I'm from NYC. I was so young and naive at the time. It was the first time something I loved was discontinued, and I was devastated. Honest brand organic tea, the honey green tea and peach tea flavors were so freaking good. Didn't realize it got discontinued until one day I noticed I stopped seeing it in stores. Looked it up online to see the bad news, really hoping they bring it back. There used to be these Frito with twists that had these green flecks on them. Can remember the flavor, but I could only really find them in the high school vending machine. Every time I see the twisted BBQ flavor now I think of them. They were delicious. The spicy BK chicken sandwich. The one with a spicy breaded patty. Not the one they dump sauce on. The thin Wendy's burger patty. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in Disney World. The tri-corner sandwich at the Liberty Tree restaurant in Disney World. Godiva chocolate lava cakes. Premix dry ingredients. Just add an egg and 3 TBS melted butter, and you could make the perfect hot chocolate lava cakes at home in like 10 minutes. They were amazing, and I have no idea how they weren't more popular. My iPhone 12 mini. I don't want more phone, I want less. Fits easily in my front pocket, lighter, and less screen to crack when it hits the floor. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it dies. They stopped making minis with the 13. Founders had a beer called Mango Magnifico. My favorite beer in the world, but I haven't seen it since. I hear it was a limited release. If they ever release it again, I'm going around town and buying all I can and hoarding it. Mountain Dew Sangria. The one from Taco Bell in 2015-2017-ish. Not the poser Sangria to BS garbage. The sangria was the best flavor MTN Dew I've had, paired really well with tequila. I wish they would bring it back. There was a wing place I went to in college that had perfectly succulent tenders. Like godly good. They closed down, and it wasn't until I went to a music festival where I got them again. I will find them again. 3D Doritos. The original formula. They brought them back a few years ago. But the consistency was all wrong. The OGs were wafer thin with a delicate crunch. The new ones were the thickness of a regular Dorito. Taco Bell 7-layer burrito. I'm a vegetarian. Haven't been back in Taco Bell since. They don't listen to their public. They tell you what's going to be on the menu. They're not interested in your opinion. Years ago there was this malted ball, chocolate chunk ice cream I loved. Can't remember the brand. Then one day it was gone. I remember driving all over Pittsburgh looking. Nope. Gone with the wind. The scent bergamot coriander from Bath and Body Works. It smelled amazing. I've been hoping it makes a comeback, but apparently they prefer to bring back garbage scents such as Japanese cherry blossom.